Hello there, my lovely dollies. This is Mikey Mouse. Still weird to say this, but this is Mikey Mouse, and welcome back to my channel and welcome to a whole new Dolly updates video. It's been, yet again, a freaking while. I feel like that's the new theme song of this channel. It's been a freaking while. But, yeah. So, I have some time today. It's King's Day in the Netherlands. And I have some time to make a video, and I thought that it might be fun to do a little bit of a Dolly updates video, because I got a list and a lot of things have changed and are going to change in the near future. So let's just get started. I totally forgot. I remember. This is a new guy. His name is Aiden. I will come back to that story in a little bit. Let's just start off this video with sad news. I always like to start with the sad news just to get that out of the way, you know, sad news, who likes sad news. But yeah, I have sold a few dolls over the past months. Dolls that I didn't really connect with anymore. You know, sometimes that happens. You love a doll when you get it, and over the years you just fall out of love with that doll. Your plans change, and you know, it happens. And yeah, well, when that happens to me, I usually end up selling that doll. And that has happened with 3 dolls over the past couple of months. Yeah, 3 dolls. Might sound a lot, but I'm talking about almost 4 or 5 months right now. So, I don't know, is that a lot? Is that a lot? I don't know. But I have sold 3 dolls. Like I said, one is Phelan, the other one is Jamie, and the next one in line to go is 7. So Phelan was my soon. Oh dear God. Zoom. That. I really can't remember. Oh, this is so bad. I mean, he's not even gone that long, but me on mold names, I tend to forget them sometimes. But yeah, this mold and this is Phelan. Was Phelan. Phelan actually went to my best friend. He's currently chilling out over there, and honest to God, I really don't miss him. I miss having the character Phelan, but I don't miss having the doll. I mean, he was gorgeous. I wouldn't say he wasn't, but he just wasn't what I had in mind for Phelan. And this has been the struggle of the past couple of years. I never seem to be able to find the perfect Phelan. But I think I might have found the actual mold that will make me love him completely. I just need to save up the money to actually buy that doll. And he is not really cheap, so it might take me a while to save up that money. So yeah, Phelan is no more until further notice. He will get back though, because he is very important in my storylines. He is the alpha wolf of my pack, and I need him back in my life. I need him back. But yeah, he will be back sometime. I really don't know when, but sometime. The other doll that I sold was Jamie. Jamie was my Lutz Super Delve 65 centimeters limited edition Sion, whatever you want to name it. I usually said Sion because I'm Dutch and we say it that way. But yeah, I've had Jamie for a little bit, and at first I really loved him, but as time grew and some changes were made into my crew, he just was one of those melon head boys within my crew. It just looked ridiculous. You just looked like you had this big water head next to all my other dolls, and it kind of bothered me big time. So that's the reason why I ended up selling Jamie. Jamie is not really an important character at all in the stories. He was just a side character, and I was like, I could use that money to buy a doll that actually is more important to my storylines that I have been wanting for quite some time. So yeah, that's why I ended up selling Jamie. He has moved to Sweden, I believe. Yeah, I think it was Sweden. So he is within the European Union and his new owner is completely happy with him, and that makes me happy as well. So that's the story of Jamie. The last doll that is actually still here. He is all naked and bald and eyeless in my closet until next weekend. Next one is 7. 7 is still my Switch Reunion R doll. And for those who have been around here on my channel for quite a bit and have watched quite a bit of my Dolly updates videos over the past couple of years, you might know that I have struggled with that Reunion R head for quite a bit. Ever since the time that I got him, he has just been a struggle after a struggle after a struggle after a struggle. Whatever I did, I just couldn't seem to stay happy with him. I would change him and I would be happy with him for a couple of months, and then I would fall out of love with that again, and then I gave him a whole new change and I would fall out of love with that again. You know, and it was this kind of a visual circle going round with him, and it happened again. I loved him as 7 for quite a bit, and now I don't anymore. It's just one of those dolls you could really call this a love-hate relationship. But yeah, I finally just had to, you know, make the decision to let him go. He is also going to my best friend. And I'm sure he will be totally happy living there. And I'm sure she will make something lovely out of him. So it's kind of nice, you know, to sometimes see him again. But yeah, he is no longer mine. And will leave the building in a week when she comes and pick him up. So that was pretty much all my sad news. The only things that I have left now are good news things and just random changes I decided to make because I felt like doing that. So let's just start with those changes, shall we? We're going from bad news to somewhat better news and then go to the ultimate best news of the new dolls. So I have a few changes that I'm going to make within my characters that I still currently have. Just because it makes a little bit more sense to do it this way in my head. That's just the main reason. I'm just doing it for my reasons that I need to do this, else I might end up falling out of love with this doll, or it doesn't connect anymore, or it's hard to say. It's just my brain that needs that change. Let's just say it that way. The first change that I made in this story, in my storyline, you guys must all know Aspen and Yuri, the Werecat brothers. I kind of nixed them out of my story. I deleted them completely. And that might come off as a shock to some people, because Yuri and Aspen have been a great part of my stories for a very long time. But they just don't fit in anymore. They just stand out. They don't really have that much connections with the rest of the dolls. They are just together and have 1 or 2 maybe connections, you know, with some of the dolls, and their whole story is just it just doesn't fit in anymore. Not with where I'm going with my storyline. What am I trying to say? Speak with words, not with thoughts. Yeah, they just didn't work out for me anymore, and they were becoming more and more of a bother to me. Like more and more frustration, like, why aren't you fitting in? Why can't I find that hook? Why can't I find that connection anymore? What the hell is this? And I have struggled with that for quite a few months, I must admit. And I was just at this point, and I think it was about a month ago, and I just up and there decided they must go. They just have to go. The dolls, however, the heads, the bodies, they are still here. I have changed them into new characters that fit better within my stories. For example, Yuri has changed into Maxi Lexi. That's what I like to call her, Maxi Lexi. You guys must all know little Lexi. This is little Lexi. She is Joshua's little daughter. And, oh, actually, this is Lexi. I have it right here. And Yuri's old head kind of looks like a somewhat young adult-ish version of Lexi. And I was like, I had the opportunity to buy a female body. Yes, a female body. This is a shock. I actually have a second female. But I had a chance to buy that body, and this is what it turned out to be. She will still get a new wig that is more like young Lexi's wig, but I didn't have time to, one, make that wig yet. Second of all, buy the fibers that I need for that wig. To actually make it. So that is coming in the future. I still have a lot of things that I need to do with making face-ups and all that sort of stuff. I'm starting to slowly go through that process, but that's a whole other thing. But yeah, this is adult Lexi. Or what I like to call her, Maxi Lexi or young adult Lexi, because in this form she is about 18-19 years old. She will still be a little girl, you know. For her father she will always be a little girl, but she is quite young. She isn't quite to the adult years yet, which fits the face so much better to be young than to be like 27 years old or something. Yeah, that just doesn't work. Aspen's old head, which was my Mijidol Mio. Yes, that was it. I still remember that name. My Mijidol Mio I transferred into yet another adult size of a doll that I already own, which is Kenzie. Kenzie is my little Resin May boy. And I've always planned, always wanted, from the moment I got Kenzie and Reza, I wanted adult versions from them because they fall into the same storyline as Bryn, and I also have a young version of Bryn and an adult version of Bryn, and I just needed to have an adult version of both Reza and Kenzie as well. And I was just, you know, trying things on the Mijidol Mio head from what character can I make out of you, what will work for you. And I put this fur wig on his head and I was like, damn, you look like Kenzie. And that's how that is going to be. He looks like this right now. Kenzie is a little photo, I'm sorry. But that's what it looks like right now. I might make him a new wig in the future, I'm not sure yet. But that might come. For now, he looks absolutely adorable in his cozy clothes, and he looks like an adult Kenzie to me, so I am absolutely happy, especially now that I can put him next to adult Bryn, who now has adult friends as well. That's just, it makes me happy. Another change that I'm going to make is the result of Seven leaving the house. Seven was pretty much connected to pretty much every doll in my cabinet. Seven was Rave's brother, and he had a relationship with Camden. Had a relationship with Camden, and I have always had those brothers, Seven and Rave, that has been in my storylines for so incredibly long. They have always been brothers and they have always been named Rave and Seven. But for some reason, I started to realize that Rave was not really a name that suited the head and the look of the doll that was currently Rave. And after selling Seven, I actually came to the realization, you know, I can actually use Seven's name and give that to Rave and call Rave Seven. And Seven actually really fits that head perfectly, in my little honest opinion. Which left me with a gap in my stories, because what is going to happen to Seven now? Is that Monody head, which is my old Rave new Seven, is Monody rich head. Is he going to be the new Seven, or is he just going to get a name change and stay the character of Rave? I ended up deciding that he will still be the character Rave, but just with another new name, which is 7 in this case. And I will figure out a new 7 and give him a new name. And that will just change the names of the characters, but not the characters in their pure form. Let's just call it that. So that left me with a choice. What am I going to do with old 7? And which name am I going to give him? And which doll is he going to be? Because he needs to come back, you know? Camden needs his lover. And that's when I realized I had this beautiful, cute little boy in my cabinet, which is called Sasha. And Sasha is a little bit of a character that I love, 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 love. I really do love Sasha. He is just too cute. But he has just been, you know, hanging out in my doll cabinet, you know, sitting there and not really fitting in anywhere into this story, especially since Jamie left, because Jamie was his best friend, and he was just sitting there, you know, all lonesome and cute and sad, and, well, I don't think dolls have emotions, but you know what I mean. And that's when I thought, like, maybe this could work, you know? 7 has always, in my mind, been a younger character in the pack. Not quite as grown up as his brother, for example. But he is a very prominent member in the pack. And I just thought, you know, let's give this a shot. Let's just get Camden out of the closet and let's get Sasha out of the closet. Put them together and this is what I got. And it works out perfectly, in my opinion. I love this. I absolutely adore this. So, yeah, this is the new 7 in the new form of Sasha. So now we have the brothers Sasha and 7. Sasha and 7 Beltran. So, yeah, that kind of worked out for the better, because now Sasha has a little bit more of a secure spot in this crew as well, and I am happy that with that decision that I've made, it's perfect. It's just perfect. So that were pretty much, let me check my list here. That were pretty much all my changes. I do have a few new dolls. Hint. A few new dolls, and I have a few dolls on incoming. I'm so happy. I'm so spoiled. So, my new dolls, which one of them is obviously this handsome man that is sitting right beside me. This is Aiden. Aiden is actually a very special character to me. My second male doll that I ever got in my journey in this hobby was named Aiden. And Aiden, he was my special little boy for a very, very, very long time. And due to reasons that I will not name here, I decided that it was better if I took a step back from Aiden and the characters that were in that same story, for my own sake, for my own sanity, for, yeah. It just has a story, and I'm not going to go into detail about that, but for me, at that time, I needed to say goodbye to those characters. In the beginning, Aiden was an angel, he was a demon hunter, and the whole character just is super dear to me. But for him to come back, I did need to make a few changes. I needed Aiden to not be the exact same character he was before. So when I got this Zoom Kai, which that's what he is. I mean, look at these hands, by the way. Something totally different. Look at his hands, he can hold his own hands. Isn't that just so stinking adorable? It's just so cute. But yeah, when I got this doll, I got him and I was like, oh my god, I love him. He's like the Idealian version of the Zoom Dia. You know the Zoom Dia. Everybody knows the Zoom Dia. He's like the Idealian 75 version of the Dia. He is actually not on the Idealian 75 centimeters, but I bought him a 72 centimeters, and I got the hands from the same person I got the head from, so he's just a little shorter. All long story, I'm not going to go into detail about that, but ideally in 75 heads, fit perfectly on a 72 body. So, hey, 75 centimeters is just a little bit too tall for me, personally. It's just too big. So that's why I opted to mix and match this whole situation. But yeah, he came in and I was like, he was characterless. Usually I buy my dolls these days with a character in mind, like I'm going to make you Z character. And he just came in blank and I was like, what am I going to do with you? And after some thinking, after some dumbing, I was like, he is the perfect new Aiden. I am going to connect him to my wolf pack. He is no longer an angel, he is a wolf. And from there on out, I'm going to evolve his whole new storyline. It's still a work in progress. But, I mean, look at him. He's just so cute. He's so handsome. I love him dearly. I'm so happy I have him. Every time I open the curtains of my doll cabinet, I see him and I'm like, oh my god, you're so cute. You're so handsome. I love you. So, yes, he truly does make me happy. And it feels really good to have Aiden back in my crew. The other new doll that I got is Cat. Cat is a very old character. Oh, not as old as Aiden, but still a very old character. By the way, this is Cat. And Cat, when I first got Cat, the OG Cat was a really bulky, muscly guy in a dress. Dress, red hair and curls. And at that time, things happened and I just had problems with the mold that was Cat, and I decided, well, I'm going to sell Cat, and maybe I will see if I can find a new mold for him in the future. And it has been a while. I kind of forgot about the character, and recently I found some stories that I wrote about him, and I was like, God, I miss that character. I miss Cat. And that's when I decided it's about time that I find him a new shell. And I did. I found it in an House Eric. House Eric has been like a grail for me for a very, very long time. I once actually owned an Eric and I sold him, and I don't know what was wrong with me. Why did I do that? But that Eric was normal skin, and now I have him in tan, and I love him in tan even more than I do in normal skin. So maybe that was just meant to be, I don't know. But yeah, Cat is back. Cat is actually not his full name. His full name is Cathan, and he is called Cat for short because he is still over the top gay. And that is something that has not changed. And you know, it's just a freaking gay incubus, and Cat just feels right, you know. Cat. He's always been named Cat for short. And it just fits him so well. That's all I can say. So yeah, that was Cat. The other doll that I got in, you might have seen before here on my Instagram, actually, by the way, which is Nugget. He is a circus cane pocket hunty, I believe, and this is Nugget. Nugget is a doll that is completely not connected to any doll here in my crew, in my stories. He is not connected, but Nugget is special. Nugget is the Epic Doll Fair little mascot. And he used to belong to one of my fellow organizers. And she wanted him to go to a new home within, you know, the Epic Doll Fair family, the Epic Doll Fair crew. And that's why he has come to me to live with me. He is actually sitting on the plank that I have above my plank shelf, whatever you want to call it, on the shelf above my screens in my office, so I can see him every time I go work in my office. Together with Sniffles. Sniffles is up there now too. So yeah, Nugget is special to me. He doesn't fit in with any of the stories, but he's just special. He is like I said, the mascot, and I'm very happy he has come to live with me. I absolutely adore him. I have some clothes for him on the way, and I can't wait for those to arrive. He will be super cute. So yeah, I'm very excited to have him in my collection, and he is just super adorable. And the next doll that I have gotten in, I actually have standing here. You will probably not be able to see anything because I'm currently making her wig. This is a plastic wrap mummy with some hair on the back. But this is a Lily Cat Chibilana. And she is actually my first ever D&D character. And her name is Talon. And Talon is a little gnome who actually turned out to be a gnomelope. Long story. I will not fit that into this character. I might actually make a different video about that because there's a long story. But the reason why I got her is that campaign has ended. We have started a new campaign and I was missing Talon a whole lot of bunch because Talon is special to me. She was my first ever D&D. Lexi! Don't do that to me, babe. Yeah, she was my first ever D&D character and she was just so much fun to play. And I was like, I need her in doll form, and ta-da! That's where we have this little cutie. And oh my god, I realized I forgot to put magnets in her head. Oh, underneath her head cap. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Okay. Anyhow. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Talon. Next to these 4 new pretties in my collection, I also have a few dolls on the way. I need to check myself who they are. I have 2 dolls on the way and 1 in the planning. The first one that I have on the way is my Elemental Pitsy head. I'm just so freaking excited. This is actually a funny story. I saw this doll, and some of you who might follow my Instagram know this story already. I saw this doll pop up when I was looking for doll clothes on AliExpress, and I was like, hey, that's a cute doll. But it's recast, because everything on AliExpress, no matter what they say, is a recast. AliExpress doesn't sell legit dolls. Just to say that, get it out there. But yeah, I saw this doll and I was like, oh my god, he is so cute. I need to have him. But nowhere, no way could I find who was actually the real maker of this doll, and I needed to know. And so I posted it on my Instagram stories, and I was like, please help. I need to find out. And I found out, thanks to a lot of help from you guys there on Instagram. Thank you so much. I found out, and he is on his way. I am so happy. He is going to be a reboot of an old character as well. He is going to be Keiji. He's just perfect for that little trickster djinn that Keiji is. He's going to be perfect. I can't wait. And another doll that I have on the way is a minifee Xian, however you pronounce that. I just ordered her recently, so I don't know when she will be coming in. She is, wow, brain fart. I ordered her, she is on her way. She has been shipped, but shipping these days is just freaking slow, so I do not know when she will be coming in. I hope soon, but it could just be like 3 months, because that's what happens here at the post offices in PostNL, and some things come in like that and some things take 4 freaking months to arrive. So I don't know, she is on her way and I can't wait. So this is, oh my god, this is a long video. I am so sorry. I do hope you enjoyed this rambling video of me telling you all about my updates, my changes, my soul dolls, my new dolls, the whole shebang. I surely did enjoy making this movie, so guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you like what I'm doing, then please like, subscribe, comment, click on the notification bell. You guys are freaking awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a very lovely day today, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye!